Alright. Into the dungeon.
Look,
This path leads to the back entrance of the Grand Cathedral. Security should be lighter than it is in the front.
ready?
So let's head inside. You all ready? Let's go. Let us enter. The way is straight ahead. Hey, Hatsune Marvin, how's it going? It's downright eerie. Much too quiet in here. We have no choice but to steel ourselves and move on. This is the only way left open to us.
Let's hurry.
The area looks clear. Let's hurry.
Onward.
Foot hurts but otherwise good? Yeah, on a relative scale, I guess that's pretty good.
Look.
The foot is only one part of the body. Ah. It seems as though it's locked. But let me in. There's items. Ah, another black smoke door.
Wait.
Wait, I'm getting a strange feeling from up ahead. The same feeling I had in the abandoned mine before. But the mines were... What do you sense? I don't know. But I've got a bad feeling about this. What's the plan, Coda? We're going in!
Yeah.
Right. No time to second guess ourselves. Oh, just another one of these.
We can't get through the door.
Strange as he is, that pale fellow's magic works. Good for rooting out the rats.
That blasted mage set a trap. Not surprising. We knew he was expecting us.
And you still fell for it? At least you'll be in good company.
Big Kingdom Hearts vibes from this guy.
It can't be.
No way.
Alcest. Alcest, stop it! Don't!
Well, it's as good a reason as any to have an awakening.
Why would you die for revenge of all things? The man I fought beside was not so ruled by anger and malice. Alcest, tell me, please. Is this the price of my failure then? The prince, for having lost him, you too would abandon me. Why did you leave me alone in the dark when you escaped with his highness? I have sought him for so many years to no avail. Now, I... Of course. 'Tis only just that you be the one to send me to him now.
Get up! Fight!
I'm sorry. Please.
You gotta tell the truth. This is why you don't lie to people.
You have it wrong! The prince is alive!
Hey, that should have been my choice.
He's right. We do hunt Luis, but not for revenge. We mean to lift the prince's curse.
Is that true? His Highness is still...
Yes, he lives. So you have to keep fighting.
You mean, if that's true, then I...
O lodestar, who
There we
wanders
go.
in solemn duty, O thou anguished
What are you gonna hit me with this time?
Thy long stagnant stance hath finally been broken. Now choose thy path.
How are you calling? Transcending all oaths. I choose life of my own will!
Thank you. Thou hast chosen a noble parting. Henceforth, thy fears and insecurities become thy light. Thou art the brilliant star that shall illuminate the King's Road. Now, awaken.
My
Wrecked.
name is Iselin Pacelli Majal Hulkenberg. I am knight, I am commander, and last of the honor guard!
Shoot the gunbuster pose, let's go. So true.
Once more, I take up arms in my liege's name!
God, this game is so Fire Emblem.
I will see.
Oh, also, hello Neville, how's it going?
For the liege I am sworn to.
This is like,
With this power,
when they did Tokyo Mirage sessions, and they had that early on example where people thought it was gonna be like a very dark, like Shin Megami Tensei type thing. I feel like this is like basically that, maybe a bit darker. Jesus Christ, these transformations are so cool. Yeah, no, like they're kind of running circles around the Persona awakenings.
Alcest, 'tis almost finished.
I'm sensing a huge surge of power. Hang on. It almost seems like the two archetypes are resonating with each other.
Even a lot synthesis skills. Synthesis skills are special cooperative skills available according to the party's channeled archetypes. Access them by pressing X on a party member's turn. Oh, that explains why X hasn't been used so far. In order to perform a synthesis skill, a second party member with a specified archetype channeled is necessary. Synthesis skill consume the collaborator's turn icon in addition to the active character's turn icon.
Prius, I'm so sorry.
Allies, together!
What do we got? Jump thrust. Protect guard. Magic guard. Wow, magic guard is a way bigger deal than protect guard apparently. Like Persona 2 or Digital Devil Saga? Interesting. Lowers defense. That's good. I love it when enemies have lower defense.
We'll team up!
And thus I end it!
Now, what's the play? Let's make an end of it!
Alright, can't use these. Yeah, I don't have any extra turn slots.
No. No holding back!
Oh, you gotta aim better than that.
Oh yeah, he had this. What was the deal with that? I never figured out why you could do Phantom Dance, but it's gotten way stronger. Right, am I in the front or back row? Oh, okay.
I won't hold back.
Oh, right. Man, I made such a good call going for healer.
With blade in hand!
Draws enemy. Ooh, yeah, no, a full-on tank. Okay. Draws enemy attention for one turn. Only one turn, though.
Behold, we stand together! Oh, power of heroes! Not this one.
Give me your aid!
Weak slash to all enemies. Weak slash to all enemies. Wait, why is it there twice? Oh, it's for both of them. Okay. I mean, it doesn't sound like an amazing ability to use here, but whatever. I want to see him. Protagonist might have some more interesting stuff because they're a healer.
Is that
Nothing available. Okay.
Vitus power.
Observe the with blade in hand.
Oh, what is Nova Resolve?
We strive for.
Has damage when ambushed.
Not now.
That's
Let us fight
niche.
as one.
Something I noticed with the synth skills was that there are target skills from the. Hold on. Let me focus in. The synth skills was that there are target skills in the form of rip. Like I had the attack boost from for all pretty early on. They burn through MP. Yeah. Alright. Jump thrust seems like the best use.
All right.
It's not very expensive either, so that's good.
My power.
So both predictions were kind of right.
I can't afford to hold back.
She's a paladin and a dragoon.
Are you prepared?
Oh damn.
Someone get him back on his feet! Stroll got knocked out. Can anyone get him back on his feet?
Come forth, royal soul.
Oh wait, no, I can do a Hama.
Hit their weakness!
With blade in hand.
And now all I got are these guards.
No, not this. Oh, power of heroes. There.
That helped. I will fight with pride. I won't hold back. We can do this.
Trust me.
Only a second.
Watch out! You're barely
Still
holding it
fight.
together!
With blade in hand.
No.
Stroll got knocked out.
Vitus power.
Can anyone get him back on his feet? Hit their weakness!
It's too bad. Like healing items are so well, not healing items, but revival items are so expensive. I just don't bother picking Stroll back up whenever he gets knocked down. Gah. Ah.
I'll say.
Oh no, it's voiced. Okay.
His Highness and Maria's home. I leave them in your hands. We'll do as you ask, friend. I swear it.
Not bad.
Okay, I gotta rank up, but when do I get a new skill? When do I get healing skills for the healer?
Not bad at all.
We got Grievous' memento.
Rest now, Alsace. We will protect Maria and His Royal Highness.
Oh. Isn't this crystal just like what we saw in the abandoned mine? It gives me the same nasty feeling. Come on. Let's just destroy it.
First he wakes the dead, and now this bizarre object. This man is dangerous and must be stopped.
You said you were a royal knight, didn't you? Were you there on the night the prince was attacked?
Yes, though I was the least among the Order then. We saw His Highness afflicted with a horrific curse. But soon after, he mysteriously vanished. Alsace was one of His Highness's closest confidants when he disappeared. I'd wondered if they were both lost to us.
But I could see it when we told you the truth. You believed the prince was alive, didn't you?
I'd left my post to wander the land. A search party, at least in intent. News of the king's demise brought me back. Thence, we met. Now, onward. 'Tis nothing. Let us go.
Don't "'tis nothing" mean. You took a hard hit early on. Let's head back for now.
Oh, okay, we really are doing the whole Persona dungeon thing.
We've come this far, so he'll be looking to buy time. It's just as you advised before. We can't rush in if we're to see this through. What say you? We can withdraw for now, right?
Are we gonna spend days doing this?
say it's up to her.
Trust women.
I'll trust your judgment. Homeward then.
Ah, you're just in time. Maria's awake.
Wow, she's doing really well for herself considering Grius just died.
She's not hurt too badly, but she's locked up in her room and won't come out. I told her that her father wouldn't be coming home.
So she knows.
Oh, I should say, I found a note in his belongings. Meant for you all, I'm sure. It said, if there's anything left that could serve you, take it. I left his belongings in his room, so you're free to have a look.
Hell yeah, I love belongings. Grius entrusted his belongings to us.
Now that you're here, I'll go check on her one more time. Try to rest, and I'll be back shortly.
Damn you, Louise.
Can I assume you're still dedicated to the mission?
Mission?
Killing Louise to lift the prince's curse. We've lost a lot already. We can't afford to give up after one failure.
Don't worry. I've no intention of giving up now.
What do you think? Are you going after Louise?
Honestly, I'm afraid.
Well,
It's important to pick the anxious answers to be thematically relevant.
that stopped me. You saw what would happen under his rule. We can't just let him doom this country.
Thus do you seek Louise's death? Knowing the truth, may I join your cause? I heard of your trials at the fort, and considering all I've seen and heard, Louise clearly aims to seize the throne. Allow me to lend my blade. Even if we can put the man down, if we can't save the heir to the throne, it would be all for naught. Until the day of His Highness, the prince's life is saved.
I could be the new heir to
I
the
must fight
throne.
through all obstacles.
I have kingly stats that I'm raising.
We'd be happy to have you. But are you sure?
My fame level will surpass.
It is but another leg on my own long journey, and now I may travel in good company. What say you?
We'd welcome you, gladly.
Truly? Thank you. I shall strive to protect you, as you saved me.
Seems a bit redundant to say after all you've done for us, but we're glad to have you.
Leave it to me.
Hulkenberg, the ever-loyal knight, has become your ally.
Then let us be bound in both purpose and truth.
Oh, here we go. Handshake
My life is
time.
your shield, and my blade is your strength.
The steadfast vassal, Hulkenberg. Within her dwells the virtue of the knight. Nurture thy bond with her, and a new power yet slumbering within thee may awaken.
I would stake my very life upon it.
It's kind of frustrating to know that I can't find out what happens when I max out these bonds because this game isn't out yet. Like, I want to know what happens as you rank these up. You can now study the knight in academia. Try seeing what new powers await you.
Oh, now that she's part of the team, we ought to show her. Here. This is the prince. He's been asleep for a long, long time.
He's trapped inside my iPod mini.
His Royal Highness.
He's stable. But unless we can do something about that curse, he's finished.
That mage could be the key to this. I couldn't guess what he aims to accomplish, but if we can capture him, he could lead us straight to Louise.
You have one in iBureau Nano? Nice. Finally. Man, I miss those ads. Modern scams are just so, like, scummy compared to the good old days of the true scum, the honorable scum.
Doubtless he seeks the royal scepter. 'Tis enshrined in a chamber in the cathedral under a powerful warding seal. Such magic would likely take days of concentration to dispel, even with powers to do so.
There we go.
You figure that's why he said we've got until the mourning period ends? If it's true, we still have some days until the mourning ends.
There we
Leaves us a
go.
little time to spare.
We've got the persona structure fully locked in.
But what did he mean when he told us to wait for the Day of Calamity? Just an ominous name for the day he grabs the scepter?
He can tell us himself at the end of a sword. The innkeeper's given her blessing, so we'll use this place as our headquarters for now.
Yeah, probably for the best. It's already gotten late today, so let's reconvene here tomorrow. Do you feel responsible for Grius and Maria?
Of course I do.
That's not your burden to bear alone, okay? I don't make much of a guide, do I? I can't even give proper directions. God, I wish I wasn't so useless.
You have equipment. So, like, why can't you fight? You did that thing with the apple. I still want to know what the deal with that was.
Me too.
Wow, are you really hitting me when I'm down? My grief is getting the better of me. But I've got to shape up.
You've got to turn your grief into power. Just like everyone else has been doing.
Grius
Useless?
gave his life for that mission. We can't let him down. Let's figure it out as a team, all right? I'll do whatever I can.
You can sense Gallica's heartbreak, her trust, and her determination.
Gotta focus on the here and now. not
Mage
the
Enlightenment
past.
reduces mag cost of studying the mage lineage. The voices of followers can now be heard, even from far away. Huh?
Well, you should get some rest tonight in preparation for tomorrow.
Oh, is that your cell phone? Is that so they can say, hey man, I really want to hang out with you and raise our bonds a bit? I'm curious if she'll get a special archetype later on the game that gives her navigator abilities. Maybe? This structure isn't literally Persona, because all of your bonds, it seems, are going to be boosting your classes, and she's already the mage. But I wouldn't be surprised if I bet that every rank on the bond gives you something, and I bet everyone has stuff that's not directly related to just their class. I bet there's stuff where it like how in Persona 5, if you raise Ryuji's Link, you get the ability to beat weak enemies by preemptively striking them. Like, I imagine there's stuff like that.
Let's rest.
Why don't we rest early to prepare for tomorrow? She's channeling her Morgana. This character is like a mix. She's like if you put Morgana and Yukari in a blender. The bed seems rather stiff, but I can still rest in it. Maybe it's time to call it a night? I mean, do I still have things to do? Will you let me? Oh! Wow, okay, good thing I checked. Grius, to think he's gone. I only wish I could have thanked him. We owe him for leading us to a real night. I confess I was relieved to see His Highness, though he's certainly grown since I knew him. Tonight we shall have our due rest and prepare for tomorrow. To finish Alcesse's fight is a grand undertaking, and we cannot fail him. Fabienne's groceries for the inn are all lined up. I don't want to get in her way, so I'll leave them alone.
I'm tired.
All the fighting must have worn you down quite a bit. Don't stress about going out tonight, just rest. Wait, what was that? Hold on. I can faintly hear the hustle and bustle of the city from beyond the closed shutters. Oh, now we're probably gonna get to meet more too, so that's good. Mandatory sleep is good for going to the Velvet Room. What did I tell you?
Really? What exactly do you have against sleep?
Apparently, we've been invited to academia.
I saw it all unfold. An ally became a friend, and he awakened to your power. But his path was cut short. It is all too easy to forget the fragility of life, until the tragedy of its loss. Yet, I feel his efforts were not in vain. He never turned from his fears and worries, unflinching to the last. Just as the lives of old heroes are passed down through their tales, so too will his heart. You have inherited the story of an unsung revolutionary and all its power.
That's interesting. The mag used by Grius has been inherited and returned to Koda's soul. Oh, okay.
Yet
That's not...
such power rarely awakens without trials. Even should you overcome them, your virtues will be tested time and time again. You must carry on, honing your archetypes and heart with painful sincerity. That is the first step towards changing the world. I have faith in you.
Got another hero's incense. Never did check what that does. You may come across items that grow your archetypes in various places, similar to the hero's incense you receive from Moore. You can use them from the item menu. They grant experience directly to an archetype without having to battle. Okay.
Me. There's one more important thing. You can visit as long as you have the calm and time to open a book. But when threats lurk nearby, we may not always have the luxury of attention undivided. And danger is an inconvenience so often encountered, of course. As such. A smart-looking fellow, isn't he? There's a special magic igniter embedded in his collar, too. Much as I'd like to join you in person, I cannot. I can, however, send his consciousness in my place.
So are we just gonna get a Morgana, but cat form permanently?
If you see him in places of battle, do stop to pet him, won't you? You'll find him a most helpful companion.
I see.
If you would survive the trials to come, think not only of the powers you know, but how they might be combined. Now, until we meet again.
What?
Oh, not voiced. Okay. Something's amiss. Is the spell broken? Has the crystal underground been shattered? No, surely not this quickly. The soldiers couldn't possibly.
No matter.
No matter. Trivial all of it. More importantly... A rather complicated sealing spell, but I see its workings. Breaking it is only a matter of time. So close to the Hall of the Royal Scepter, the plan is near fruition, and the calamity draws ever closer.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Sorry.
I apologize that we've commandeered your home.
Think nothing of it.
Think nothing of it. This is my fight too. You're going after the man in the cathedral, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yes. Surely before the day of calamity that he'd warned about. I don't know what he's plotting, but I want nothing more than to foil it. We can't let a tragedy that would rob We can't let a tragedy that would rob a country of its future come to pass. Not only for the prince, but for Grius as well.
I'd say...
One last matter. I am yet unused to this strange power. Once we take the field again, I would look to another for orders. Kodai, you seem best suited to this task. That is the role you've been serving thus far, yes?
It'll be alright.
No objections here. He's certainly gotten me out of plenty of nasty situations.
All good.
I agree. You up for it, Koda?
Hold on.
Are you sure I should be giving orders? You're royal knights. You're a royal knight.
Fret not.
Think nothing of rank. I welcome the advice. May we serve each other well.
True.
I suppose that would make you our captain. A fitting title for the company's tactical authority, no?
For real.
See, it really is a Fire Emblem. You're playing as a tactician. I guess, but it sounds so formal. I don't know if I could get used to calling him that.
Now then.
As for when we return to the cathedral, yours is the final say. But we'd be better served by prudence than haste.
Yeah.
Right. Let's make sure we're ready for this. Gallica, when it's time, you just give the word.
Got it.
Yeah, got it. Stay calm, everyone. You can do this. It's 20 degrees right now.
Let's focus.
Necromancer takedown. 2 stars, or 2 diamonds. Luis's necromancer subordinate must be stopped. I need to discover Luis's whereabouts as well. Who knows what could happen on the day of the prophesied calamity. A mission with a deadline has begun. Meet up with your allies in the catacombs entrance to challenge the Grand Cathedral. Failure to complete this mission by the deadline will result in a game over. You must defeat the necromancer by the day of calamity. On a given day, you have time to do one thing in the day and another at night. Dungeons can only be visited during the day, and you'll need to rest that night. If you spend time in the town during the day, the night is yours. On the local map, there are icons indicating where you can hone your royal virtues, people who have requests, and where your followers are. Raising your royal virtues and strengthening your bonds with your followers is the key to obtaining new archetypes. Use your free time wisely and strive to be the best version of yourself. If an action will consume time, the choice will be marked by a clock symbol. Keep this in mind when you plan your activities accordingly.
Hey there.
Hey, you got a sec? I was thinking, isn't Grand Trad just huge? All this running from end to end must be so tiring. So I was thinking, you've got His Highness's sword, right? Maybe you can do something cool with it. Grius said the sword was forged with magla. With a little magic, I think I can make it float.
Give it a shot.
That's what the prince used to do, remember? So let's give it a try. Picture levitating and see if you can stand on it. So we're just gonna surf? We are just gonna surf. They gave us a skateboard that's a sword. While in safe areas like cities, press circle to hop on your blade and quickly ride through the area. You can increase the speed by holding R2, and this will not draw any attention.
Congratulations on your progress thus far. What you've experienced is merely the prologue of Metaphor. The true journey is finally at hand. However, only the first 3 days are playable in this demo.
You teases.
How you choose to spend your time, where you go, and who you spend time with is entirely up to you.
We should go.
The first thing we need to do is head to the Grand Cathedral.
What's happened?
Alright, this seems like a good place to at least make a save, since now things can actually probably vary a bit. Alright, so what are we looking at?
Can't see a single good option here.
Mustari man. Oh, what shall I do? I cannot buy medicine that my sick daughter needs. Medicine? Is it that expensive? Yes, it is. Or, to put it more accurately, it costs more than what a Mustari in this city is capable of earning. My daughter won't be long for this world if I can't get my hands on this medicine. My heart aches to see her racked by cough. What if I buy it? Our mission is still our top priority, but it shouldn't take up too much of your time to squeeze in a quick shopping trip and help him out.
You there?
What? Don't be ridiculous. We Mustari are treated poorly, but the people here hate the Elda even more. I've heard that all Elda are anathema to the Sanctists. The medicine can be purchased at a church, but I doubt they'd do business with you. I have to try. Well, it's a respiratory medicine called the Breath of Fresh Air. They sell it at St. Firmise Church.
I hope it's not too much trouble.
I am hesitant to get my hopes up, but should you somehow obtain it, please bring it to me.
If so...
St. Firmise Church. Should be on Sonlomeo Street. Think they'll sell us the medicine?
Let's give it a shot.
Pagan's Dilemma. I need to purchase the Breath of Fresh Air, a medicine, and deliver it to the requester. It's apparently sold at St. Firmise's Church on Sonlomeo Street in Grand Trad. Increases tolerance! The rewards for solving people's requests are not limited to just money or items. You could even unlock a new archetype. The harder the request, the greater your reward you can expect. You may be requested to slay certain monsters outside the city, for example. You can view requests you've already taken in the quest section of the main menu. Enemy difficulty is noted so so you don't tackle quests blindly. Some requests have time limits. If you fail to complete the request in the designated time, it will be marked as expired. You can no longer acquire rewards for requests past the deadline, so keep an eye on your time. You can review deadlines in the quest section of the main menu.
What's happened?
God. I know worrying about it won't solve anything, but I can't stop thinking about Grius. Every time I see Maria's room or Fabienne's face, I just can't shake the guilt. I admit, I'm relieved to hear you say it. We were only beside him for a short time, but he risked our lives together. What we learned was invaluable. Knowing that risk, he still became our ally, still took us under his wing. Perhaps I saw something of my late father in him. He was a man who put his family first and country close second, though they looked nothing alike.
Got it.
Still, I mustn't dwell on it. Grius would want us to focus on what's ahead, and he would be right.
What's happened?
Hey!
If I may ask you just one thing, are you going all the way to Grand Cathedral?
Why?
Hey, who told you that? Yeah, calm yourself. There's no need to be wary. I won't say a word about it to anyone else. On the contrary, I'd like to help you. I've got intel on the monsters within Grand Cathedral. You could always use more information, couldn't you?
What?
Information? I'm what some call an informant. I sell information. So how about it? Any interest in paying for knowledge? Buying intel gives you more than just what you've heard from the informant. It has various effects, such as unlocking information about enemies in battle using Analyze. Informants can be found skulking in taverns across Uchronia. Consider seeking them out, especially if you want hints about what to do next. You can view information you've purchased in the item section of the main menu, via the information panel. I mean, it's 150, so sure, whatever.
Hey,
If you're set on going to the Grand Cathedral, be wary. I've heard the place is a veritable den of monsters now. I must assume this is the work of that man, the necromancer. Ah, just the thought of bones and corpses moving in there on their own sends chills down my spine. I heard they're weak to light magic. In addition, the skeletal ones are weak to physical blows. Let your fists fly and smack them around a bit. I also heard about a moving stone statue.
just between us.
Couldn't tell you why, but there's statues there that come to life. They're apparently immune to sword attacks, so be careful. I've heard they're weak to wind magic, so if you're heading over there, keep light, wind, and weapons in your arsenal. That's all I know. I know little about your motives, but regardless, I hope you succeed. The man needs to be stopped to end this madness at the cathedral. I received a scrap of paper inscribed with the information I just heard. I'll put it away so I can check it later.
Come again anytime.
Well, let me know if there's anything. Let me know if you've anything else you want to hear about. I know the city like the back of my hand. I'll stay here a while, but my regular haunt is the Honeybee Inn.
You're right.
It does sound like his information could be useful to us. But the Honeybee Inn? A shady looking guy like him is a regular there?
Fancy a bit of info? What?
As for my sources, well, that's privileged information. I can't tell you. But rest assured, they're highly reliable. Alright, what else do I gotta work with?
All right then.
You've been a lifesaver. Oh,
You heard about the Mustari tribe? We too are rarely seen in the Grand Dread. So wait, do they just have box heads, or what's the deal?
I see.
Of course, no, it's understandable. We rarely make ourselves known to the public, after all. So then, are you interested in our history? And why we live our lives secluded and oppressed? I'll share, if you'd like to know. Mustari history. Learning more about them may help us better support those in need, right? Understanding different cultures and points of view might improve my tolerance. So true, game. That's going to take some time, so if you have other plans for today, let's come back another time. What do you want to do? Listen to him? Not today, unfortunately. I see. Well, it doesn't have to be today. I'm always here.
you've been a lifesaver.
Alright, I still can't go in here. Can you tell me what it does, though? What business do you have at the magic shop? It's closed during the day anyway. Besides, this place's days might be numbered. Forget Lycan. If the Igniter Consortium zeroes in on you, it's gallows for sure. I know the proprietor, actually. Used to be an army doctor back in the day. I'm doing everything I can to get them to look the other way. The place is too good to be busted. Well, that didn't give me any information at all. Alright, and that's just more. If I need wind as well, then I probably want to make Stroll into a Seeker and give him the slash. Man in pain. Ugh. Hey, did you hear that? It sounded like a cry of pain somewhere nearby.
Oh, you're not getting off the hook for that.
You there. You should be careful. There have been reports of a Nydia swindler around here. Wait, you're an Elda? Ugh, damn it, what's going on?
You're not getting off the hook for that.
Alright, where was that person? Shop in front of gallows. A shop in front of the gallows? You think they do well here? No, that's it?
getting
All
off
right,
the
then.
hook for that.
Oh, there we go. Hey there. Do you have any medicinal herbs? My stomach is killing me. He's in pretty rough shape. A medicinal herb would go a long way. And you have 7 on hand. Want to give him one? Sure. Thank you.
You saved me.
Ah, it's feeling a bit better. You're a kind one. People normally pay no mind to parapists like me, but you really helped me. Here, take this as thanks. Hey, an incense. That was nice of you to make that man so happy. I hope he gets better. It takes all of my willpower not to talk to every NPC, but this demo would become like 50 hours if I did that.
Looking to sell, are you?
Oh, mag broker? No thanks. What's the exchange rate today? 3. Ooh, it's gone up.
What'll I do?
Alright, what other new stuff is there?
What can I do? Excuse me.
Excuse me, you're of the Elder tribe, yes? Have you had any negative experiences while you're in town? Why do you ask? Because many people in this town use tribal differences as an excuse to do the most outrageous things. I'm part of a group working to help people whose tribal origins make them a target for harassment. We exist in cities other than Grand Trad as well. Right now we're collecting funds for our cause. But this cause doesn't seem to interest most people, so we haven't been able to raise much money. It truly pains me to ask this of an elder like yourself, but if you could find it in your heart to support our cause, just 250 reeve or so, that alone could save one person from dire circumstance. I mean, man, everything is so cheap. I didn't know it was so easy to fight racism. Thank you. I swear I'll use your donation as best I can.
Appreciate it.
I don't believe it. You really donated. Are you interested in our activities? If you don't mind, could I discuss this more with you? There aren't many who support our cause. I know I'm doing the right thing, but the reality is so discouraging.
Gonna be tough.
It looks like she's serious about helping out where she can. But she seems kinda down. Maybe we could cheer her up. Successfully encouraging the activist may help hone my eloquence too. What do you think? Should we try to encourage her?
I see.
Alright, so I'm gonna go into one of my kingly traits is what I'm picking up here. I'd bet there are 5 quests around here I can spend my day on. But I think I'm making the rounds here in the future, so if you don't mind, let's talk again sometime.
What can I do? What are you playing at?
Awful. Just awful.
Is this it?
What do I got here?
All right then. Where to?
Ah, damn bloody noble. Can't believe he's making me go to the mausoleum. It's not like I can go searching unless the necromancer is caught. Okay.
All right then.
These icons are not easy to read.
My husband?
Now what am I to do? Welcome.
The whole cathedral business has brought a lot of customers. I had no choice but to stay open. So what do you have? Bidoo meat. Wow, this costs as much as fighting racism.
Actually,
I used to think meat was only cooked at home or at shops, but these gauntlet runners the rich folk drive around have kitchens in them apparently. Okay, are these airships or are these bikes? I was thinking like a bike or something. Gauntlet runners. I'd like to try riding in one someday. Are you interested in my shop's herbs? Well, sorry to break it to you, but I can't sell to you. Now, before you get the wrong idea, let me assure you it's not a matter of your tribe. It's just I've got limited stock and only sell to my regulars. I'm glad they specified.
Alright then.
Oh, this is just the rock. And you sell water.
Alright then.
The royal guard is sloppy, aren't they?
You there?
Oh, and you sell the weird stuff.
Bye now.
Alright then.
Oh wait, a little bit more stuff here. Oh. Stoku 5, thanks for the raid. We're still trucking along in the metaphor demo. We got to this part where they give you 3 days. Oh my, is that a fairy I see? Haha, a real fairy. Well, I'll be.
Sure, but...
Look, I know I'm rare, but do you really need to make such a big deal of it? I should explain. My family has something of a history with fairies. As a boy, my parents would even tell me stories about fairies before bed. Would you care for me to tell you one?
I wonder.
You grew up on fairy tales. No wonder you've got fairies on the mind. If I listened to this man's tale, my imagination might improve. What do you think?
I see.
I gotta admit, these are all pretty tantalizing options. I certainly not force you. Let me know if you ever get curious, though. I got a quest, right? Yes. Manelda. Sorry, but would you mind keeping your distance from... No, wait. Perhaps an Elda who's been frequenting the... Perhaps the Elda who's been frequenting the Hushed Honeybee Inn... Are you perhaps the Elda who's been frequenting the Hushed Honeybee Inn as of late? Am I that famous? Well, for better or for worse, your tribe certainly stands out, but more importantly, your reaction gave you away. You do frequent the honeybee. You know, I work in a very high-end hotel as an apprentice cook, but so far, all I've been entrusted with are chores. My dream is to become a 5-star chef. To that end, I've been researching the various cuisines around the city, and the Hushed Honeybee has caught my nose, if you will. I made the mistake of telling my superiors I wanted to go, but they stopped me cold. If I learn to cook from a carapace, it will damage our kitchen's reputation, they said.
Now what am I to do?
They told me if I even get caught setting foot in Sunshade Row, I'd be fired on the spot. I'm a Nydia, and he doesn't even trust me. With the same tired prejudices, Nydia are liars and cheats, and so on. So if it's not too much trouble, could I ask your help with something? I'd like you to go help out with the cooking at the Hushed Honeybee, and then report back to me about what it was like. The only catch is, my employer has some high priority guests coming soon, so if possible, I'd like you to get back to me by June 19th.
Please.
So June exists, but not actual days. Okay, I can do that. I'd like to learn about the ingredients, what the kitchen's like, and of course the taste of the food. Naturally, I'll make it worth your while. How's that sound?
Thank you much.
Oh, thank you much. You're truly kind, agreeing to help me out a stranger you've just met. I'll finally know what makes the kitchens tick. I never even have paid attention to what the month actually is. I assume it must be June. Just like that, you're agreeing to help that guy? But I suppose Fabienne has helped us a lot, so it wouldn't hurt to pay her back by helping in the kitchen. From what I've heard, the hushed honeybee... I keep saying honeybee. The hushed honeybee is really busy at night. And when the sun sets... So when the sun sets, let's ask Fabienne what we can do to help.
What on earth are you doing?
Right. Now, what else? Oh, there's another quest. Oh, it's you. Okay. You must have an archetype. This character design could not have anything other than an archetype as a report. I remember you, Elda. Seems I was right about you not being a local. I've heard the rumors. My sources suggest you and Grius were working together. Huh? How did you know that? I own a magic igniter shop, and I do have some sway in the residents of Sunshade Row. But you needn't worry, I have no intention of turning you in. In exchange for my discretion, though, for lack of a better word, would you be willing to do a job for me? What job?
Yes.
A dangerous one, shall we say. I imagine a colleague of Grius would likely have the skill and discretion required. However, perhaps I better look elsewhere. I didn't realize how young you were at first glance. I'd prefer to work with someone who already understands how the world works to some degree. Too much risk otherwise. Don't want your death on my conscience. With a retort that demonstrates your royal virtues, you can gain the upper hand and win new supporters. Consider the type of ruler you'd like to be, and respond well when someone questions your capabilities. So like, this game keeps pushing this idea that you're going to be the ruler, but like the actual like premise of the plot so far is what restoring the prince. Okay, so I need something level 2 for this. That's what I'd like to say, but I don't have the wisdom to assess the danger for myself. If my wisdom was informed, I'd be able to judge if I could handle it.
Farewell.
Right.
Okay, just a thought though, but she's not really seeing you, is she? Not that she thinks you're a bad guy, but she's absolutely defining you by your tribe and your age. But if we get you to see her as if you get her to see you as an actual person, I feel like she'd tell us more. I bet we'd make an impression if we helped other people around town. Let's see if there's anything we can do for the people here. I bet that'll help you get better at setting yourself apart too. I'll gather information for you, so if you're ever unsure about anything, just ask. Just don't forget, we still have to do something about the Grand Cathedral too, got it? Alright. Is that everything for this area? Yes. Alright. What kind of stat do I want to build? I guess I want to build wisdom, don't I? But I can't. None of those were wisdom. It was all just stuff like tolerance.
Let's go.
Please, I'm just if you can help. Incredulous.
What's happened?
Alright, well, I think we're getting into the final phase of this demo finally. Apparently there is an optional dungeon. Don't know if I can be bothered with that, honestly. But we'll find out in just a moment. I'm just going to take a quick break.